Hey guys, welcome to Friday's stream. So Friday the 20th, so week of the 17th of February 2026, Friday the 20th in regards to this reset. So this week I was meant to have, just before we get going, I was meant to have my uh, small operation yesterday. It was cancelled literally, within a very short period of time before the actual transport was on its way to pick me up to take me for it initially. So I haven't been able to have that done, but they have moved it to the 6th of March 2026. So that Friday, um, with it being obviously Zer's reset, usually on that Friday, will be either live on the Saturday, the day after, or a pre-record. So I haven't decided yet whether it's going to be pre-record. It might be pre-record, just out of you know context to getting home on that Saturday. I don't even know what time the operation will be, but obviously, rather than it being a Thursday, like today, yesterday was planned. Um, it is going to be Friday, the 6th of March 2026. So, as we get nearer to that, I will remind you about that week, that weekend, for example, because obviously that Saturday we probably will do Zer's Reset on the Saturday. Like I said, either live or a pre record. Um, the week after should be fine, back to normal as usual. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zer's Reset Live, Friday the 20th of February 2026. So, we're going to see what Zer has for us. I do hope everyone's well and had a decent week. The weather, in fairness, hasn't been too bad. The weather's been off and on, you know, with it being cloudy but not cold, but the wind does actually make it feel worse than it is. So we're going to head straight to the tower and see what Zer has for us. So there's it. So in fairness, the weather hasn't been too bad. It it was like 9 degrees, but spoilt by the wind. That's what spoils it, you know. But I guess it could be worse weather for this time of year. You expect it to be worse for this time of year, but yeah. So during Zer's Reset Live, we will do some Crucible and Gambit, as well as a live Nightfall run. I don't know how we will do in that Nightfall or anything, um, but during the live stream, we'll also do a live Nightfall, as well as see how much bother I get myself into in regards to Crucible and Gambit. So you're going to see that as well. But first, we are going to see what Zer has for us for this reset week of the 20th of February 2026. So we've landed here at the annex, and we're going to go to that part of the tower where Zer is hanging out, basically. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I do hope everyone's well. I do hope everyone's had a decent week, and hopefully not as eventful as mine, but of course I was actually expecting to have my operation yesterday, and that's why obviously I wasn't actually thinking we will be live tonight. We could have been live on Saturday, but worst case scenario, of course. But of course my operation was cancelled, so obviously I'm able to do it live, which is what you're seeing. So there is right in front of us.
These are from the Nine.
So each week he has a bit of gear for each of the classes. two bits of gear usually. So it could be two chest armor, it could be a mixture of different kinds of exotic gear for that class. It is a rare thing that it could be something all the same, you know, it's a rare thing that that happens, but it has happened, and you know, you will keep an eye on that, just make sure it doesn't do that more often than it should. They probably have mentioned to them that it's strange that his reset is basically the same bit of gear for, you know, for all the classes. So kicking off the gear for this reset week, the hunters have chest armor. So for example, with my main class being a Titan, there is less options to show you guys in regards to customization. So once you pick a specific appearance, you then change the colour scheme to make it match as near as possible to what you're looking for. So just like all the other exotic gear, you have major mod slots as well as the minor. So the minor probably work alongside the major depending what you are heading into with your little team, or if you try and do something on your own, you know, a very hard version of the Nightfall, maybe Grandmaster, maybe a dungeon or raid. So you can choose whatever that suits, you know, to help your team, for example. So you can upgrade this to a level 5, and if you've got duplicates of this, so this is the base level 300, the expansion basic level for this bit of gear. So usually a lot of players get duplicates of the same gear, and it is usually better power level, that is. So it could be like a 550, so that's at least 200 levels higher than the default. So it merges it together, keeping the, you know, the higher version, you know, stats, and using some glimmer, I believe, rather than other resources like it used to. Second bit of gear for the hunters is a helmet, and looks rather funny. So exactly the same, you do have specific mod slots that might be beneficial for, you know, maybe heavy weaponry, secondary weaponry, as well as your primary weaponry as well. You could upgrade it to at least a level 5, and like I said, infuse it or merge it together if you have duplicate that's a higher version than this. So unfortunately I don't actually have another appearance to show you, but you can change the colour scheme as much as it will let us. Ooh. So depending on what you're going in for in regards to the activity, you know, you might want to have specific boosts for that, as it were. So the Titans kick off their gear with gauntlets, exactly the same. So you have the major mod slots as well, in this case a Sector Force Iron Coat mod, which is interesting because I don't understand what this is. So you have a Sector of Insight as well as the Vigor and the Sector Force. It depends what you... So that does stunning for the champion. This one does more, helps you with more precision. This one helps you get, I guess, orbs of power and stuff, you know, to help your allies as more. So, like I said, depending what you need it for, the major mod that you pick will probably work alongside this one, depending which one you're going for. And there's also different ones as well on this page as well, to pick from, different damage as well. So upgrade it to at least a level 5 and infuse it if you have a one that's much higher level. So with my primary character being a Titan, we have various options to show you in regards to customization. So for example, we pick that one, and then we pick that color scheme. Ooh. Looks a bit better. But with having multiple options, probably you lot have more than this, but once you're happy with the appearance, you just change the color scheme to make it match, the color scheme that you're going for, to share with your fire team, as well as sharing it with the world as well. So the second bit of gear for the Titans is helmet. It does look like a Cabal helmet, in fairness. So just like the other exotic gear, you do have these options for major mod slots as well as the minor, depending what you need it for. So maybe helping your heavy weapon regen, secondary weapon regen, like I said before, or the primary weapon, maybe ammo as well. And then the minor one, you can have maybe something to help with your melee, maybe regen for your grenade. And also got different options in regards to damage that you're going to try to deal or try to absorb if you have armor that does a lot of absorbing the damage, preventing massive attacks from barrier champions, for example. So you have tons of choice, really. So in this case, we pick this helmet. Ooh. And then we pick cut. So sort of looks alright, you know what I mean? Just to show you guys. So exactly the same, adding different mod slots, major ones alongside the minor will help whatever situation you're going in with your little team or individual content as well. Upgrade it to at least a level 5, as well as infuse it if you have a version of this much higher than this. It is interesting. So just mentioned about specific traits, in this case the stasis. So potentially these could be more related to stasis rather than anything else. So your heavy weapon gear that you have equipped in your inventory, or even the special ammo, or even your primary, could initially be related to stasis, just to help with this. So on to the final class, the Warlocks. So the Warlocks have helmet just exactly like the Titans. Same principle. So depending if you're going stasis, for example, so this will help whatever stasis gear layout you have, as well as your armor gear in preparation to help with specific traits as well that you need to help your team complete the dungeon or raid, for example. So you can upgrade this to level 5 and infuse it if you have duplicate of it. So we do have a couple appearances to show you guys. So you do have this one, and then you can pick a colour scheme to make it match as near as possible. So like I said, with the minor mod slots alongside the minor, the major ones alongside the minor help each other, whatever situation you need it with your team, as it were, for that activity. And it does mention a bit about what this bit of exotic gear is useful for. So each bit of gear, doesn't matter if it's helmet, chest armor, gauntlets, anything exotic, it will have specific traits, and then you can just work around it, I guess, to help with your gear layout, but also to help your teammates as well. I think it's all more to help your teammates as well if you're basically like a tank. So final bit of gear for the Warlocks this week is gauntlets. So exactly the same as the other gauntlets. So the major mods, depending what type of damage you are spec'd for, as well as if you need to apologise if you're hearing strange noises outside. So the major mod slots alongside the minor help each other, but also your teammates, like I said. So depending if you need armor charge, more related to armor protection here potentially. So even your melee helps regen your shield, so that could be very beneficial during a very difficult nightfall, a raid, to something very difficult. But like I said, it depends what damage layout you're going as. So if some of you are arc and some of you are solar, maybe you could possibly be strand or stasis, or at least one of you's got a mixture of a couple of them, maybe. I'm not sure if it matters if it's certain ones together or has to be specific ones together. Do you know what I mean? I think it's all the fun part of testing it out and see which ones work best. So upgrade it to a maximum of level 5, as well as infusing and merging it together if you have duplicates of this bit of gear. So in regards to the vault, I have a couple appearances. So we do have this one, and this one. So we just pick this one for the example. So like I said, it does allow you to sort of change its colour scheme as much as will let you. There is still this little bit of blue thing, so potentially you might want to pick a colour that sort of hides it, you know, maybe like that, sort of. So there's tons of options really. So each week with Zer's Reset we have to spend at least 47 strange coins to get the Favour of the 9 buff every week. So regardless which way you spend your 47 strange coins every week, you can buy some rare banners in this week's options. Some glimmer, obviously I don't need to buy any more glimmer. I can do. You can buy some more other resources like enhancement cores and enhancement prism. Usually there's other things like enhancement, ciphers as well, other things like that. But you can buy individual strange gift from there as well, costing you 1 strange coin per one. So you can buy 47 of these if you want. And then there's the other option to buy stuff from the other menu, as it were. So exotic gear and legendary gear, but I'm not sure if it's just, I know it says weapon, but obviously it's still an exotic engram as well as a legendary engram, so I don't know if it will still give you potential, chest armor, legendary chest armor, leg armor, etc. Same with the exotic gear above. Even though it mentions exotic engram, doesn't necessarily mean just weapons, I don't think. So this week, if you wanted to buy individual exotic engram, costs you 29 per one, where the legendary engram underneath costs 7 per time. So this week on offerings, as always, alongside the Hawkman hand cannon, is the Monte Carlo this week, but the Hawkman hand cannon seems to be a default, so it's there regardless. So we have the Monte Carlo auto rifle as well as the Wave Splitter trace rifle, and a perspective grenade launcher for those who need it as well. So we have an Arc Void. Arc Void. I'm not sure what. I think this is primary weapon slot, and same with this one. and 2 catalysts. So the catalyst costs 71 strange coins per catalyst. So if you need the sweet business catalyst, or the whatever catalyst this is, I don't think I've got this, but apparently I've already got it. So oh. Same with the sweet business as well. So you got different ways of spending your strange coins for this reset. So like I said, you're only required to spend 47. You're not necessarily required to spend more than that. So we're going to do things simple. Buy some of these. Buy some of these. And these.
On exchange.
So we spent 20. So we spent 34 out of 47 required, which is interesting. So we're going to go into this menu and see if we can buy an engram.
It was never mine.
So we bought 2. So it's actually given us the strange coins purchased. So I'm just seeing what we got. So we actually have 47 just to get the favour 9 buff. So we've done what is required, spent 47 strange coins.
It is yours.
As simple as that. So each week's stuff will be different. It is rare that it's the same the week after.
Until we speak again.
So we say thank you, Deserve. Thank you, sir. And then we're going to head to the courtyard. So we've said thank you, Dessert. So we're gonna just sort out the gear that we got given, because it might have been sent to the postmaster here.
Checking now.
Yeah, but we don't need any of it, so we're gonna get rid of it.
Whenever you need me again, Guardian.
She said she wanted to express herself, so I gave her a thumbs up.
So we say, well, we said thank you to Zer. So his reset done. So it's as simple as that. And what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is go into the next part of the live stream. So we're going to head into Crucible and Gambit. So we're going to see what's available. So there is the normal control this week, as well as the competitive showdown, I guess, and also the normal showdown as well. So you've got 2 different versions. So we're going to go into control. So regards to the other map options, or other options like this tab up here, so they have countdown, checkmate control, which is interesting, and rumble. So I'm not sure if it's, I really don't understand that one. So that could be something we could look at. So we usually do 4 of each regardless. So the Eververse store, like I said, resets. But the year of the Firehorse, of course. So everyone says, so we'll have a look at that a bit later. So once we've done Crucible and Gambit for them, regardless if it's audio began, that sort of thing, the instance, we will head into a live nightfall. Not sure which one it will be, but regardless if it's one that we've done before, it doesn't matter. It is all about participating with the nightfall run with the current buyer team. So we will see how many of the Crucible we can do without needing to keep switching potential options. So sometimes if it's having a problem trying to find groups of players for a specific instance, we can maybe head into, see if Showdown will work. Usually Control works alright, but like I was saying, in case Gambit has an issue, at least we have this option to pick even other options in Crucible up here. They need to merge this with the Portal tab because Crucible is Crucible, isn't it? So all these should be put together as well as this. So makes it more simplified that way, isn't it? So the weekly rewards, just like every week, it is up to you if you want to do any of this, but we'll see how we do with that. So there is other options too, to do plenty of stuff, all over the place. So what's going to happen in this one? I'm not sure where we will be. Ooh.
Control.
So control. So I've kept my subclasses solar.
Take those zones and hold them to your last breath. You captured Zone C. Enemy claimed Zone A.
So I changed it to the wave splitter because I need to catch up with the amount of kills for the waves. Ah! Shit. Had to be the first one murdered. Hmm? Ah! Somebody get rid of that pest, please.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
Bloody happened like that, didn't it? Hmm? So control is a mixture of PvP/PvE because we have to, of course, capture the zones to help us get points as a team, but as you can see, most of the time players are just more interested in killing each other, which is fair enough. So the score could be very, very low, but competitive in regards to players trying to beat each other in the arena, as it were.
Zone C lost.
Ah! Hmm.
You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
So help my teammate there. So that's the other thing with Crucible. They need to change it so it's not. What's the word? You shouldn't get any help. You know, indication where they are. So when momentum control is on the rotation, that is the best, you know, thing in regards to Crucible. Ah! Ooh! Somebody kill that pin in the bum, please. Seems you went flying.
Zone B lost.
Seems you got a bit injured. Ah! Fuck. To me, it's just a bit of fun, but to a lot of these players that you're seeing, it's probably the thing for the week, you know,
B captured.
or
You
something,
have zone
or thing for the day. It is really, really silly in the sense that everyone is over competitive for no reason. Hmm? Ah, what a shame you're lying on the floor.
Zone B lost.
It's funny how I'm the only one here,
You captured zone
but it
C.
just shows that the
You
team
have
is
advantage.
concentrating trying to kill each other rather than anything.
5 minutes left. Keep it up.
See what I mean? So they're going to recapture that zone, but hopefully my teammates have decided to go after that zone that they're trying to
Zone C lost.
capture.
You captured zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Ah! Fuck!
Zone B lost.
So we're actually using a stasis machine gun, I think. I just wish it was more damage from it rather than, because my other stasis one that does more damage, I think. But if it's the same damage, but it appears to be better, but hmm? I'm sorry, did somebody do something? Oh dear. Ah!
3 minutes left.
So to me, it doesn't matter if we win or lose. It is just a bit of fun.
Zone A lost. It's a power play. Get those zones back. Zone C captured.
Eee! Serves you right, you pain in the bum.
have advantage.
Hmm? Running away, are we? Ah, what a fucking shame.
Zone C lost. You captured Zone A. You have advantage.
At least it's competitive. Sometimes it's just occasionally one-sided, but I think the way they've done slight little changes to make it more fun for each other player there, involved to new settings and involved into updates. Kill him.
1 minute
Haha.
left. Don't let your enemy take this without a fight.
I know, it's rather
Zone B lost.
discreet. We have to capture the zone. Ah! Come on,
10 seconds.
get the.
You captured Zone B. Zone advantage.
Come on, guys. Bit of a joke sometimes.
You're defeated. Fight again. Persistence.
I mean, in fairness, honestly, that was a very, very lively, and that's what Crucible should be like. It shouldn't be. We must try at the very last second.
Fight another.
But like I said, each time we do Control, it is different. So the main season, since it headed from the end of 2025 into the new year of 2026, the main season of Lawless has been active for quite some time, and there is still 10 days left at least of that current main season. So if you've still got plenty to do for that season, you have 10 days to try to get all done if you bothered, to be honest. So a lot of players just go into a season event, or a season really, just to claim the little rewards that is, what they would like rather than anything else. So I'm trying to work out why we can't pick it up. Right. Like I said, it's just a bit of fun. So, what's going to happen in the next one? So, exactly the same principle. We have to capture the zones, and that's where the PvE side of things comes into it. So, Gambit's similar. We have to do something as a team, where a lot of players just like to just go around killing each other, but that's up to them. But like I said, it is up to them to do that. But as you saw with the previous instance, it just shows, we could have won that, but also could have really, really lost it at the same time. Worse, it could have been much worse score line than it was, and it appeared to be really close, and it was close. But the thing is, we made a mess of it at a point of it where we didn't need to do that. But that's the fun thing of doing instances like that. Gambit is the same. Sometimes we make a mess of it at the worst time possible, and then the other team win. Not sort of thing. But that's what's the competitive side and fun side of things as well. However, like I said, they should just switch off the indicator to make it more unique to PvP, because that's what it should be about, not knowing where they are. So we're going to head towards our second instance. I don't know what's going to happen in this one, other than me dying loads, the usual. So, like I said, in regards to yesterday, obviously I was meant to have my operation yesterday, so I would have been absent anyway on Thursday anyway to do a stream, and then home today, recovering. But obviously that's been scrapped because they ran really, really close to when the like I was saying, to when the transport was meant to come to my flat to pick me up for the initial, time and everything. And it was just really weird because it was really, really quick. Getting through to them to ask, do I need to ring this, but why couldn't they tell me sooner? Do you know what I mean? Because it could have been worse. I could have been at the hospital and then told, oh yeah, it's cancelled, and then they would have had to take me home.
Control.
Bit annoying, you know what I mean? So the 6th of March, not Friday, with it being the Zers reset day as well, potentially I will do that week as a pre-record or live stream on the Saturday of that week rather than the Friday as usual, just because the date changed for my operation. So obviously it was meant to be today, yesterday, but
Enemy claimed zone A. You captured
obviously
zone C.
changed to the 6th of March 2026, which isn't that far away realistically, but it's not the point, especially when I had prepared everything. Transport had been prepared, and they were almost on their way, so that made things even worse, because it's sort of like, yay, just don't tell anyone. Do you know what I mean? And then I think,
You captured zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
the amount of people in the NHS trying to help and stuff, it's just insane. But they need to help those, that struggling, the departments especially. But so the reason why it was cancelled, because I was told this, is the fact that there is a illness going around.
You captured zone B. Power play. Keep the pressure on.
So
Zone A lost.
the department that I was going to go in for my
Zone B lost.
stay, as it were, overnight stay, because obviously I'm not going to stay, long, just overnight stay. But obviously that department had ill members of staff, so obviously it makes sense that sadly that they postponed it. But it was just annoying that they didn't tell me to almost at the worst time possible.
Zone B lost.
Ah! See that little pest try to stab me again.
Zone B captured. You have advantage.
What? How the fuck did you... That didn't make any sense. He disappeared and then I was like, how is he not dead?
Shut the enemy down.
Woo! Little shit.
Zone
Oh, doing a little dance, huh?
enemy has your zone.
You're doing fucking dance on your dead body in a minute.
Zone B captured.
So it's not about winning, it's participating, but sometimes when you do Gambit and Crucible, it is weird. Eh? Stinky got me again. I'm gonna get you back, you
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Lord of the Stink. So for my dinner today, which is a rare thing to mention during a live stream, I had my first Indian of 2026. I thought I'd just try it out. I was just going to get something simple, but then I thought, oh, I'll try that. How is he not? That doesn't make any sense. I'm hoping to get my super and then burn his face, because he deserves beaten up for that.
You captured Zone B. Zone
Yay.
advantage is yours.
Ah!
5 minutes remaining.
It's not really going well for the team. But like I said, it's just a bit of fun. It's the participating that's more important, I think.
Double down.
Hmm? And there's been times where in the instance you think, well, how did we win or how did we lose it? But
Zone B.
every time we do this live, it's different. Huh? Yeah, that was rather funny. Just give him a nice punch in the face. So this is where we'll find out if the team are actually going to be bothered to capture the zones to help us win. Because if they don't, it's pointless in thinking that we have a chance. You know what I mean? What the? That didn't make any sense.
Zone B lost.
He was like immune, as it were. Bit suspicious. That was definitely a bit weird.
3 minutes remaining. C lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. You captured zone B.
Hmm?
Zone B lost. Your enemy has a power play.
Bullshit, that wasn't it?
Zone C captured.
No wonder I thought it stunk a bit. I was like, yeah, it stinks a bit of shit.
Double down. Zone B.
Oh, what a fucking
You have
shame.
advantage. Zone C lost.
They deserve that.
You captured Zone A. Zone advantage is yours. I envy your strength, Titan. 1 minute left. Zone B lost.
I think
Zone
I'm
C
like
captured.
voted the
You have zone
probably
advantage.
voted the worst player in the world.
Zone A lost. Zone B captured. You have advantage.
Oh, that was nice. Little stink.
You've got 30 seconds. Zone C lost. Zone B lost. Power play. Enemy has your zone. Your enemy has defeated you.
Ooh. So it doesn't matter.
No,
Bit of
not
fun.
this time. Controlling those zones
So we didn't
is
win.
the only path to victory.
So we can see what happens in control number 3. If we do another chance for another control. So sometimes it doesn't find another game or match or instance, so we can do other things. It's a shame we can't, queue for multiple things at once. We should be able to do that. This is where they need to do changes for that. So in World of Warcraft we can queue for raid, the raid and dungeon. And whatever comes first, and then it brings us back to that queue for that dungeon once we come back out from the raid, if we're in the raid. So the dungeon we queue for that queue for the dungeon, so it doesn't like kick us out, it just pauses it. So I need to do that for this. So that instance that we were just in, I just thought we were near Saturn, which is a bit scary to think that we're literally near Saturn's, literally near Saturn, So I think we've got some stuff, but we don't need it. So in Gambit, once we get into Gambit, we have to collect motes as a team, individually as well. But sometimes it's funny when some places deposit one mote into the bank. It's up to them, but it's just really, really funny because it's like, yeah, I've deposited something, and then the others deposit like 12 or something. I'm like, well, why didn't you deposit 12? But so it's basically first who gets 100 banked into the bank and on their side of the instance spawns the primeval, and then eventually it's the first one to kill the primeval on their side of the instances. But then it allows the other team to invade our side, and we can try to stop them. And during trying to get the 100 motes as well, we can occasionally invade ourselves to their side of the instance as well, which is really fun. Excuse me. Just burping here. That's the thing with pop, and it's fizzy and gassy, and then it makes you go bleep. So once we've done this side of Crucible, you're going to see the other side. And then after that, we will do a live Nightfall run. So as simple as that for Friday stream. So after tonight, the next live stream will be literally tomorrow night. And more about that as we get nearer to the end of the stream. But I will mention it now anyway. But tomorrow night, so we have started the storyline in regards to the new Paladin for Diablo 4. So we have started Act 1 on both Sunstriders. So the purple armoured Paladin Sunstrider, which is for the live streaming version of the storyline, and the red Paladin, the red armoured Paladin Sunstrider, as a for backup in case the live stream version hasn't recorded it properly, which has happened during the first part of the purple Paladin's actual live streaming. It didn't record all of it properly. However, the pre-record of the red Paladin after that, which did exactly everything what we did, recorded it alright. So that's why I do two versions of it. So at least you get to see the storyline as it develops. So on Saturday we will continue Act 2. So we have got to Act 2, and I have edited and uploaded the parts so you can follow it as well.
Enemy claimed Zone B.
For both of the Paladins up to date. So on Saturday, tomorrow night, we will continue Diablo 4 the Vessel of Hatred and see.
Zone A. Zone advantage is yours.
I was getting attacked by a little shit while trying to talk. So we see how much we get done in regards to Act 2, and then what happens with the Red Armor Paladin. It does everything that the Purple Paladin did to the same point to catch up. And that's how it works. So the Purple Paladin, the live streaming version of the Sunstrider, the Purple Armor, which is really cool, that you will see tomorrow night again. So we see how far we can get in Act 2, because it does take a while even doing a little bit, never mind a huge amount of this storyline, because as we head towards different parts of the map we have to kill little shits on the way, as it were, and we could be drawn into exploring different little places.
Zone A lost.
like little oh, evil basements, that sort of thing, full of little pets. Oh look, it's that little shit again. How dare you? Oh! So it spoils it in a way in Destiny when they've got the indicator on to help you know where they are, because he bloody stabbed me. Well, I'm gonna go and oh, I haven't got my sword equipped, but seems he wants to do some stabbing. Guys, just oh. Well, actually, one of our teammates is not even there, so he's just standing there.
Zone A captured. You have zone advantage.
So one of our teammates is AFK, as it were.
Zone C lost.
I'm trying to get the zone with our friend here, or teammate.
You captured zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Hey, look who's come back together. The other team.
Zone B lost.
Ah, shit! So to me it's just a bit of fun, but for a lot of these guys it's like, everyone has to be winning in. Oh, sorry, did a punch in the face for being a little shit.
Zone C captured. You
Because he
have
was
zone
being a
advantage.
little shit, wasn't he? Because he killed me. How come when I punch somebody I get blown up?
Zone C lost.
Again.
5 minutes.
It's like, wasn't unfair. You could tell he was going after me, can't you? Sometimes it seems to be personal for some reason.
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
And I don't understand why, because I don't recall doing anything to that individual. Ah,
Zone
fuck.
C lost.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't recall like doing something bad to him earlier in the week.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
That's why it's like, well, what did I
Zone
do?
B lost.
Ah, fuck. So we'll capture the zone with our friends, or teammates.
Have advantage.
So every time you capture a zone with your teammates, or even on your own. What?
Zone
the
C lost.
Fuck did he try? That's a load of shit. He was dead, so I don't understand how he didn't die, you know what I mean?
Zone A lost. Enemy is pushing for victory. Punish them for 3 minutes.
Ah, did I burn your fucking face?
Double down. Zone C captured.
Hi. So that was rather fiery, wasn't it? So, what the been year of the fire horse is going to be? Oh, I've run out of fucking ammo at the worst time. So, fire horse is really cool. So there is something in the Eververse store to mark that celebration. It's
Comes
really
for
cool.
us all.
Oh, you think you're in there?
You've got to hold those zones.
Shh.
Maybe next time, Guardian.
So, final control. Then we go into gambits. I suppose that really. So the little mini-season rewards, weekly rewards help you get additional bright dust and other resources, especially the chronolog, which is the currency that they brought in from Final Shape. I guess from Beyond Light, I guess they were talking about it and they introduced it during the Witch Queen a bit as a little test, and it went really well. So in regards to the chronologs, so stuff that we got, for example, exotic weapons and stuff like that, ships, vehicles as well, we can buy them. Exchanging with the chronolog currency. So this is what is available for the current season. We do have the racehorse that we can maybe get, but it isn't on the rotation, but it probably will be eventually for Bright Dust, which is good. Season prior to the ending of 2025, there is still tons of ships that I still haven't got yet. So as you can see, there's absolutely shitload of ships, as it were, as I call it. Rather interesting. There is some ships that I don't understand what they are. I mean, I don't understand what that is. This one just looks like some, I don't know, something from Transformers, I guess. And then you got this one, which I still don't understand what it is either. So like I said, you get ones that are really cool and some that you're not really too bothered about, but it is up to you to get, you know, what you want. But the point is that currency is very useful because you can buy gear as well, weapons as well, appearances for your weapons, colour schemes as well, through the chronolog currency, which is a part of the massive changes that they brought in. And since Destiny 2 Renegades or Renegade went live, continuing from Edge of Fate, and obviously from Final Shape prior to that as well.
Zone A captured. That's a power play. You took them, now hold them.
Ooh, we have a power play. I think what they should do also, just to make it more fairer, is the instance not to have too long, you know, maybe 5 minutes for this version and then 10 minutes for the other one, you know, for, you know, where the indicator's up, because then it's more competitive. or maybe it's the same time, but I don't need a massive amount of time for Crucible, I don't think. That? Eee! Fucking disgrace that, wouldn't it? Who are you shooting at?
Zone B.
Sometimes you wonder who they're shooting at. You're like, is there somebody there? I don't recall seeing anyone there, but they might have been there, but they're not there when you go and check yourself. And you're like, are you sure? Ah, fuck! Ooh, that pain in the butt. Oh, did that hurt? Ah!
Zone B captured. You have advanced.
So I think we've got zone advantage, but it matters not if we don't get all the zones or ahead with the score. But like I said, to me it is just a bit fun because we're just doing it for the live stream. It's not like a world championship or anything. I mean, you can see me being in a world championship, just being like the top player being murdered all the
Zone A
time.
lost.
I'd be world champion. I've been fucking murdered, more like.
You captured Zone C. Zone advantage is yours.
I'm trying to recall if we won the one today. It doesn't matter if we don't, though. Ah! How dare you shoot me? A little... Ooh, some ammo. So the changes they also brought into Crucible where the special ammo slot, this ammo slot basically,
Zone B lost.
respawns more often, which is really good. Where's he at? So I kept it on the wave splitter, which is the void version of the Prometheus, and the Cold Heart, because we need to catch up with the Prometheus kills as well as the Cold Heart kills.
Zone C lost.
Ah! I was trying to surprise him. Which didn't work, did it?
Zone A lost.
How did he
Power
kill?
play. Enemy has your zone.
Oh, of course they got a power play.
Zone B captured.
So, in regards to the chronologue currency, we will have a brief look at that so you get an idea what I mean later after. Eh? Oh, I think that was a bit bullshit, really. He should have been dead. a bit weird. I think that was suspicious. He couldn't
Captured Zone
have done
C.
that.
Zone advantage is yours. Zone B lost.
So they do have anti-cheat built in, but every time we go live for this, it is questionable quite a lot of the time. The other players' opponents' behaviour, because it is sometimes very likely they are cheating for no reason, even though there's anti-cheat built in. So even though there's anti-cheat built in, they still try to cheat. So it's like, well, why?
They've almost won. You captured Zone
Well,
A.
of course they have.
Zone B. Zone advantage is yours.
Where the fuck? Hmm?
Zone B lost.
What?
Zone C captured. You have zone advantage.
So like I said, to me it's just about having fun with the teammates, even though I've done so terrible.
You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage.
I mean, they should have won well before now, but never mind. Ah! Ah!
Zone C lost.
Ooh, you little shit. So we didn't win, but that doesn't matter.
No, not this time. Controlling those zones is the only path to victory.
So we're going to go into the next part of Crucible. So we're going to go into this. Come out of that. Click on Gambit. And see what happens now. So we're going to go into Gambit. Mixture of PvP / PvE. Like I was saying just before. So just like the previous week of Zer's Reset Live and ones before that, will be re-uploaded if you've missed the live stream, and also individual parts. I'm still trying to edit. It takes ages to edit. You know, if you're just more interested in the Crucible, you know, side of things, or the Gambit side of things, which is the you know, the other side of Crucible, or the actual reset for Zer, you know, as well. Or if you're just really interested in the Nightfall run only, you know, it is up to you which bit you're more interested in. It will also be re-uploaded the entire stream as well, so you can watch it again. So we're going to head into Gambit. I don't know who we're going to face for the first instance, but it should be rather lively, shouldn't it? So Gambit is a mixture of PvP / PvE, where the other side of Crucible, it's more about most of it is PvP related, but obviously Control is PvE orientated as well. Capturing the zones, not capturing the zones, as you saw as well. So when Iron Banner is up, it is similar to Control. Rather than a power play, it is known as a hunt for Iron Banner, but it's the same principle. Capture other zones, more PvP / PvE orientated. But they needed to switch off the indicator to make it more, you know, chaotic, you know. So during Momentum Control, when that's live, that's really funny, because you can actually spawn into the instance with enemy teammates, but they don't know that you're there, and you could just surprise them. that's what it should be like for the entire thing, but never mind. So the drifters can tell us who we're going to be facing.
All right. Let's see what we've got. Hi, bring a sword.
Oh, great.
You see one.
So we
hive
are
soldier,
dealing with the
100
hive to kick
more
off.
are waiting for you that you don't see yet. Get ready to drop. The hall's getting hungry, hero. Feed it some motes, will you?
Oh, it's like my neighbour running around. Something. Just why my teammates forgot about picking them more up. Never mind. Sometimes it's very like confusing. Like how, why, or more about why really. And you need to pick it up. Oh, getting bombarded there, I would have died. So I'm running to the back. Oh shit. Ew, it's just a little blocker. So every time you deposit 5 motes, it's a small blocker, a large blocker is medium blocker is between
Your
5,
allies on the other
6
side,
and
looking to make someone cry.
10, and then 11 and 15 motes is a large blocker, I believe. But it's guaranteed a large blocker if you deposit 15.
Your allies down, but they secured 2 kills. Decent work.
Yeah, did they? Well done. So the Lucent Hive, not in this instance, but we could be against them today as well, depending if it's on the rotation. We just don't know, because every time we do Gambit, the Drifter will tell us exactly who we face, and it doesn't matter how much we try to get out of it, really. Yeah, got max motes again. So I'm going to deposit them.
Oh, you dropped a large blocker on the enemy. That'll take them a while to chew. Hostiles incoming at the burrow. You're close. Bank and summon that primeval.
So the catch-up mechanics that are introduced for Gambit is really good, because even though we've got our primeval up in this instance, they do allow the team sort of being like play friendly and, you know, fair play and all that sort of thing. Introduce mechanics to help them at least get an attempt, you know, if they can, because sometimes it can be over well before that by now. But the catch-up mechanics, but also the other thing is, with the primeval, we can't do any damage to the primeval unless the envoys are down. So the envoys could be still up for like at least 6 minutes or something, and we don't do any damage to the primeval because we haven't dealt with the envoys. So the envoys are the ones that escort the boss to the
Focus your fire. Invader incoming.
run up a bloody super NG before we can find a little pest. Invader pest.
Primeval
Ah,
Your team
I would have killed the
smoked
invader pest
invader.
if that bugger
That
didn't
thing
kill
ain't
me.
coming out. You got
Listen, you
size,
taking piece of
sister.
crap. I'm not in your face. So, gambit number 1 done. And then we click on
Who's
gambit
better
again.
than you? No one. You killed everybody else.
So, who are we going to be facing this one? So you got to see Gambit there. So obviously we dealt with the Primeval well before the team was able to get enough to get their own Primeval. But the catch-up mechanics, like I said, they introduced during from the Witch Queen onwards, starting from the Witch Queen onwards, because it got to a point during Gambit, it just made you think, well, how are they destroying the Primeval so quickly and all that sort of thing. So there is a lot of new players. There's a lot of new people getting used to the mechanics of the instances, the Nightfall instance, the Crucible instances in regards to Gambit in this case. But the mechanics, catch-up mechanics that they introduced to help players at least get a chance with their little team to compete, rather it being totally one-sided, if you know what I mean. So they put in the catch-up mechanics to help with that, and it's really good because it helps new players, and just to make the arena and Crucible side of things, not to, well, that side of Crucible, or should say that side of the arena, more equal, really. So we are queued for Gambit number 2. I don't know who we're going to be facing. It could be the Hive again. It depends what the Drifter says. But it should be fun, shouldn't it? So, like I was saying before, in regards to Diablo 4, so we will continue the storyline tomorrow on the Purple Paladin, Purple Armoured Paladin, should I say, Sunstrider, and see how far she can get in regards to Act 2. And then what usually happens is I record it all again on the Red Paladin, pre-recording, as it were, just to catch up with that Paladin to the exact same point as the Purple Paladin has, in case the live stream doesn't actually pick up everything that it should do during the live stream, which has happened before, and that's why it's good to have that as a backup. And that's what it is. Basically, one Paladin does it live, the other does it as if it's a backup in case the live server version doesn't actually pick up everything during the instance. So we will do that tomorrow night, as well as Sunday technically, because obviously I'm not live on Sunday, but I will record that on Sunday to edit it. And it does take ages. I mean, last week's one took that long. I think it took most of the week to render, because it's in Ultra HD, and then it had to be the sound had to be edited as well. So it's just a lot to. But then it converts it to at least 4K, and then then I have to upload it, and then that takes ages as well. So that's the fun part. But the amount of space it does eat up on the hard drive is insane. I think it was like 120 gig for just that bit of Diablo, you know what I mean? And I just think that was just for the introduction to Diablo 4, you know. Each part is recorded high definition, as it were, and then it's obviously takes a lot of memory. So some of the parts took at least 300 gig or something like that, 200 gig, and that's just for the the video file. Never mind the final file from editing it and all that, because then it's on top of that where it's even more. So it's like, so obviously I need external hard drives to store all this. So I've got like at least a couple, at least of 10 terabyte hard drives, because it takes up so much space. All the stuff from past couple of years has taken up the 10 terabyte very, very quickly, so I've had to buy another one. So I think it's about 30 to 40 terabytes worth of game footage, but that's just the raw game footage. It's not the edited, just the edited footage as well, because that's on top, because then it converts that entire thing with the editing suite and all that sort of thing. So adding all the music and all that, that's on top as well. So it's just yeah, you need a lot. So I'm looking at I think it's like a 16 terabyte or something like that. Another one, because I'm going to need it, because I think we only got like 6 terabyte left, but obviously even this it is at least 30 gig. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's seen before we've edited it. So, and then so the raw footage takes so much more, as it were, and then obviously the other reason why the 10 terabyte hard drives are eating so much room is because once I've exported them to YouTube, etc., I can then remove them from the desktop onto the hard drive to stay in the vault, as it were, and that takes space as well. I think one of the folders was at least 800 gig. So
All right. Let's see what we've got. Cabal on the field.
and I think that was
Legend
or
says
just
the Cabal
the
Empire
Destiny folder,
holds vast Athenaeum
So
world
it just
full
shows,
of
you know,
shiny tech. All right, hold on to something. The hall's getting hungry, hero. Feed it some motes, will you?
So Gambit number 2 against the Cabal this time. Yeah, but they're from the Red Legions.
Incoming at the gulch.
So I'm going to try to see if we can get maximal. Isn't a must or anything, but bear in mind the Cabal will try to kill you for a oh, look at taking text.
Hostile incoming at the depot.
Sure. down, but haha. Yeah.
Oh, you dropped a large blocker on the enemy. That'll take them a while to chew.
Well, not if they're all at the bank, because obviously the blocker that we send to their side, obviously they can send one to our side.
Hostiles incoming at the camp. Allies headed to the other side.
And this is where the fun thing is, because this is where the PvP side of things comes into it, with us invading, or my teammates invading.
Watch your back.
So we have an invader pest to have to watch out for. Hey! Little... So I lost 5 more. So get upsetting.
Your allies back from invasion. Not a scratch on. Invader's gone. Get him next time. Yeah! High value target eliminated. Hostile incoming at the depot.
So losing 5 motes isn't too bad, but bloody annoying. Sometimes just losing the mote's annoying, but
Opposing team's got a prime ether. Once it dies, they win. Incoming at the ghost. Portal's ready. Go see ya.
so I've got maximum motes. Yay! So I can deposit that and send a large blocker to the other team's instance, even though they got the primeval, but it doesn't matter.
Your allies invaded.
So our teammates invading.
Large blocker on fellow guardians. I can hear him scream.
So last week you saw me invade a bit, but
Hostile incoming at the
haven't
depot.
done that as of yet this week. Oh yes, just don't collect any more. See what I mean?
Hey, your team
You
has
know you're meant to collect motes, not to
your allies
get rid
back.
of them.
One kill.
Or let them disappear.
It's not over. Kill that prime evil.
So we have our primeval. So you saw a bit of the catch-up mechanics, so it did allow
Your
us to
allies invade.
at least have a try to get our
An
primeval.
invader crossed over.
So we have an invader, so we're going to go and try to kill him without getting killed by the envoys.
Primeval compromised. Focus
Fortunately,
your
I'm already dead, so I
fire.
don't need to
Enemy
worry
invader down. Hey,
about getting
might
murdered.
want to try.
But
Your allies down, but they took someone with them.
so you get to do amount of damage to the primeval. I think it's like
That primeval's compromised. Hit it with everything you've got. Your allies invade.
They
Invader on
invade
the
it.
field. Careful, you're in the lead.
Where he is. Oh shit! At least I didn't lose any more.
Opposing team's about to win. Invader's dead. Keep pushing. Enemy invasion over. You should have seen the look on their face.
Ah,
Priceless. Fight's over. Opposing team killed their prime evil.
that's a shame.
Now devour that prime evil.
Never mind. So Gambit number 3 coming up. So we did get rid of the pest that invaded because he tried to kill me again. So you get to see what Gambit's like. So the catch-up mechanics you saw helped us catch up with the team, even though the team was so far ahead, in fairness. Ooh. So this currency, we can have a look at the tower once we get there afterwards, so you get to see what I mean. So you can buy shaders, ships, other equipment, vehicles as well. So it's quite cool. Because a lot of players, like myself, do not have any additional silver, so you have to buy that with real money. You know, like some games want you to buy specific in-game currency, so you can actually do that through Steam or through the PlayStation app, etc. Xbox links and stuff. You know, whichever platform you do Destiny on, basically. So you get from the Bungie store, but like I said, I think when they introduced the chronolog currency, it is really cool because it is an alternative way of getting stuff that might take you years to get initially. I mean, there's still ships that I haven't got, or even gear I haven't even got yet, and I'm still waiting for them to drop. So that could be another way of getting what you've been trying to get for years, as well, So Gambit number 3 coming up. Despite losing the mods, we still had a bit of fun, didn't we? But of course, you do try to do Gambit or Crucible prior to the other side of Crucible. Try not to get murdered, but it's very hard not to get murdered when you got like people, players using specific weapons and you don't even know where they are. So during the next Gambit, I wonder what's going to happen, who we're going to face. Could be the same Cabal, could be the Hive again, it could be somebody we haven't faced yet. So as you saw, when the Primeval was up, the envoys were escorted by the taken envoys, which are a pain in the arse as well. So each blocker is a taken, sort of small little blocker for up to 5 motes. 10 motes is a large medium blocker, and then up to 15 is max. They did used to allow you to get at least 20 motes, but I remember that week very clearly when teammates lost like 37 motes and people were getting angry on all that sort of thing. But it's just a game. But do you know what I mean? Imagine carrying that around and you got the invader coming in and trying to kill you with your motes. It's not what you want, is it? So they changed that because of massive protest. So regards to that ship, so we could upgrade it. So this is the winter sledge thing I got. So we can change the colour scheme to make it really cool. So I do have the New Age Black Armory as a default for most things. It's quite cool. I mean, I know that's a little vehicle, but imagine that as a massive ship. It's a bit scary, isn't it? So this ship that we have on screen at the moment is my main ship. Well, not main ship, my current ship, but it's quite Cabal-ish, if you know what I mean. So since we became allies with a faction of the Cabal, we're able to use their ships and all that. So we've got a ship available, and it's quite Cabal-esque, as it were. So Gambit number 3, who we're going to be facing? The Drifter will let us know.
Cabal on the field.
Ooh, Cabal again.
Legend says the Cabal Empire holds vast Athenaeum worlds full of shiny tech. Transmat is go. Let's hunt some hostiles, sister. Bring their moats to the bank.
So, like before, just a different map. So we on Earth, it seems this time. So against the Cabal on Earth, rather than the Cabal on Mars.
Hostiles at the tree.
Gonna try to collect the ammo, should say, not armor.
Large blocker outbound.
So I kept my subclasses.
Portals up. Go give them my regard. Watch it. You're shedding moats. Kill the blockers.
So alive because Solar's my favourite. So the other team have sent a large and medium blocker. Ah. Hello. So I'm going to deposit my little small blocker because obviously I didn't want to die and lose more morphs. Ooh, jeez.
High value spark. Burn it down. Hostiles inbound at the beach. Opposing teams got a prime evil. Once it dies, they win.
So my teammate just needs to deposit 3 mods.
Alright, you can still win this. Burn that primeval to the ground.
So this is where like the catch-up mechanics comes in, so it allows us to at least have a try.
The other side. An invader
And that's
crossed
what's
over.
nice because
Fill 'em full of hope.
there will be a lot of new players who are not used to this.
Rita, primeval compromise. Take it out.
There. So once the envoys are down, we can do damage to the primeval.
The lead's yours. Your allies back. 3 kills.
Gonna invade.
Now, bring the house
We do
down.
really terrible. What?
You're invading. Make a mess. You're in the lead. One down.
Ah!
Opposing team's about to win. Primeval compromised. Burn it down. I got a call. Enemy
Ah.
team melted their primeval.
Never mind. So we didn't win. Doesn't matter. So final gambit coming up, ladies and gentlemen. That was a shame. So we faced the Cabal twice, the Hive once. So who can face for the final gambit? Has been really rare, but there was a time where we each gambit instance we had somebody different. So we had the Scorn, we had the Hive, we had the Fallen, and Cabal, you know. So there's the Lucent Hive, which is a version of the Hive that learned how to be like us, as well as the Shadow Legion, which is a version of or faction of the Cabal, which joined the Witness of the Sea. So you know, get so many. But they could do just Taken only as well, because we only see the Taken during the primeval stages and when the blockers are sent. So who can we facing for the final gambit for tonight's live stream?
Enough fooling around. Hi, bring a sword.
2 Cabal, 2 Hive.
Takes about 100 of Shax's red jacks to kill a Hive Knight. Why does he bother building them? Hold on to your ghosts. Lock and load, hotshot. Get those moats to the bank.
So, same map but different pests, as I call them. I'm not sure if before we had less players, but that doesn't matter. I mean, with the catch-up mechanics, I think that goes into overdrive if we've got one player less, you know what I mean? Because it wants to at least have a try to have at least attempt to get a primeval before they actually kill their primeval, you know.
Coming wave at the ruins.
Sounds a bit like my neighbour.
Watch it. You're shedding moats. Kill the blockers. Portals up. Go look 'em in the eyes. Your allies on the other side, looking to make someone cry. Invaders down. Coming back.
Ah, shit.
Invader on the field.
Now we
They
have an
don't
invader
look too
now,
friendly.
sir.
Hostiles at the tree.
Trying to make us cry. Fuck. Ah! Fuck! You had to fucking go after me.
Hey, you're losing moats. Ice the blockers. Invaders gone. Get 'em next time.
So even though they killed me, or killed my teammate as well, but obviously they get given an indication where you are, so they shouldn't have that
Hostiles inbound at the beach.
extra help. Do you know what I mean? Especially when it's pop crucible that's meant to be very competitive, of course.
An invader crossed over. Fill 'em full of holes.
And again, another invader pest, but I haven't got any more, so even if he killed me,
Enemy invader down. Hey, you can't blame 'em for trying.
oh dear.
Opposing team summon the primeval. If they kill it, they win this.
That's a bit weird.
Portals up. Go look 'em in the eyes.
So I'm gonna invade because I've done really shit.
This is what the taken feel. Revel in this. High value target is down and out. Guardian down.
Fuck! Hey, I killed your little friend though. I'm very pleased with it because he fucking killed me. So we might have enough. I don't know if my teammates have got enough to spawn our primeval.
Go look 'em in the eyes. Hostiles at the tree. You're nearly there.
Maybe I don't want to look them in the eye,
Get that
thanks.
primeval up.
I'm not going to give them a smooch, you know.
It's not over. Kill that primeval.
So ultimately my teammate goes through and causes some pain. I mean, at least I killed one of the little shits, but
Envoys in the dirt. Now
as well.
kill the guy.
So once the envoys are down, that's the only time you can do damage to the primeval itself. I don't know its name, I think it could be called Brian or something. Dave, or Stuart. No idea, because it's a taken primeval, so I really don't know. So let's see if I can do how to do some damage.
Enemy team's about to win this. Get moving.
Of course they are.
Compromise. Focus your fire. You're invading. Make a mess.
Oh.
You're in the lead. Take down that primeval, and this gambit's yours. 3 down. Pull you back.
Wipe them all out. Ah, fuck! And he fucking killed me. You know, you meant to kill him.
Compromise. Burn it down.
Invade again. I can't. It's the only chance we have.
Darkness. Take out those guardians. 1 down.
Fuck!
Primeval's nearly dead.
Come on, guys.
The
Oh
enemy
my
team's
god.
about to win this. Get moving.
Well, how did we make a mess of that?
Now they're out that primeval.
Seriously, how?
Opposing team took out their primeval.
Oh my goodness. So I do hope you enjoyed that side of Crucible. We are gonna head to orbit. So as you saw, we should have won that, but the fact that the team made a mess of it right at the end, oh, it frustrates and it angers me at the same time, because we should have won that, and at least I killed all 4 of the shits. That's what I will say. I killed all you. So to conclude tonight's live stream, we're going to do a live Nightfall. So we're going to head into the World tab. So I do hope you enjoyed the Crucible. So we did obviously the Decider Crucible, Control, and did 4 Gambits as well. So now we're going to head into the final part of tonight. So we are going to head into live Nightfall. So we can click on the Vanguard tab and click on Nightfall. See which one it is. So it's guaranteed to be the same one or anything like that. So if it does start the instance nearly at the end, which is occasionally it does, we will requeue for the same one, because the Nightfall is the same Nightfall for the entire day, so it doesn't matter. I think it should be reset every hour, I think. So the Nightfall resets now every single day rather than every single week. So I do hope you will enjoy the Nightfall.
I've got bags of the Exodus plaque. All I'm shooting at them at gaping wells all over Nessus. Captain, I've had a bad day.
It happens to the best of us.
I appreciate the sentiment, Saint Unit.
What? What the hell happened? My teammate got killed. So little traps. Quite a bit of security in, would you think? There is another pest somewhere here. Oh, there you are. Several Vex pests, should we say. So we're going. Oh. Might as well kill these as well. So usually on the way to where we have to head to for the instance of the nightfall, it's best to probably kill everything on the way because then you get more points. Do you know what I mean? But not everyone wants to get maximum points, but that's the whole point of the nightfall. It is up to your fire team, but individually I think it is advisable to try to clear everything on the way. We do have a barrier champion fallen somewhere. Oh, over here. Hello. Ah! Yeah, fuck you, little shit. Get you back. So one of our teammates stunned the champion and killed it. Yay!
Be careful where I'm going.
So if you do actually stun the champion, barrier champion out of it, regardless if it's a fallen one, cabal, scorn, etc., at least you have a chance to get rid of it very quickly to help you progress in the nightfall run quicker. Ew, more little trap. So this part of the nightfall.
Probably best to keep arc energy away.
Will he try to stab me? Ah! Fuck. So they have made it more difficult for the nightfall. Because I remember last time we did this, it was a bit. They hadn't introduced the new changes, but. even though there's three of us here, it's still bloody hard. So we're here on Nessus, so I believe it could be the Exodus Black Nightfall, which is really cool. It's one of my favourites, but we haven't done it since 2025, obviously. Oh, sorry, did I hurt your feet? Quicker we get past this part, quicker we get on to the next part, etc. But I always wonder if the amount of barrier champions that do spawn is really points related rather than the top of the instance. I always still question that because I just don't know. Because sometimes spawn so many barrier champions, but I don't know if that's because we got a certain score, you know what I mean? Right, that was great. I think we've got two barrier champions here. Yeah, we do. Pain in the arse. Literally. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? So we're heading with our team. I mean, to me, it's not a rush to get it done, so you do usually have up to 20 minutes to do it, but after 25 minutes, I start eating at your score. Where's the thing that's charging? Well, I did have it. So in this nightfall we have to do some collecting as well. And kind of survive. I think we did collect 3, but for some reason they didn't recognise one of them. Well, you did a really good job with that. Destroying it. I think we need to still clear everywhere. I'm going to go over here. Ah, fuck. Shit. So that's like a fallen tank. So this is where we meet Failsafe in here. Eventually, during the storyline for Nessus.
Power's down. Out to sea. Wait. Something's lurking above us.
Yes, it's probably them. Ooh, some fallen to party. I think. I don't know where I'm going. I think they've skipped Barrier Champion here. Yeah, they've skipped it. Yeah. Skip the Barrier Champion. They did that last time as well. So we get to this point of the instance, leads us to here. So there is something here. I don't know what it is. Probably some fallen captain or something. Hey, bloody stabbed me. Cheek. So we are friends with a faction of the Fallen called the Elixir, but these are naughty one. Oh, there you are. There's the boss. Ah, oh, you are fucking kidding. Exactly what I thought. We should have wiped that thing out beforehand. So we've lost quite a few points there.
Did you hear that?
Oh, shit. That was gonna chase me. Missed.
Stealth generator? Oh, that isn't fair. Captain, try it with arc charge.
So, in fairness, I don't know if this is a good score or anything, because this is a different Nightfall, and sometimes the Nightfall score is totally different to the previous one. It's bloody chasing me. Go away, stink. Did I say that out loud? Where you going? got gold, which is still okay, but
A lot of unwelcome
we
attention
probably weren't that
landed on
far
your
off from
doorstep.
being platinum. But
You and the
I think
captain
if we
came
didn't
back.
die and lose some
That's nice.
points, I think we would have got a platinum. Yeah, that was a shame. But I do hope you enjoyed that. So, yeah, it's a shame that we all of us died, and then obviously it takes points off us if we all die during the nightfall. So, we have done that nightfall before, so that was the one on Nessus. So, Exodus Black, so we have done that before. It is a really cool nightfall. So, I do hope you enjoyed that. That was fun. So, I'm going to head to the tower. So I can show you guys about the chronolog thing. So you get an idea what I mean. So we're going to fly back to Earth. So I'm just seeing if this... Yep. So it is up to you as a player, individual, if you want to actually do everything to try to get the weekly rep or the weekly little mini requirements done. But like I said, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So we're flying back to Earth, as it were. Probably when I land there, they'll be like, "Oh, you died a million times." I'm like, pfft. I'm like, yeah, don't rub it in. Which they do. They always do, which is annoying. It's like, you did terrible. I'm like, oh, thanks. So I do hope you've enjoyed tonight. So obviously, usually Friday streams usually the shortest out of the entire streaming lineup, because Search Reset doesn't take long at all, and then we do 4 Crucible. It doesn't matter if it's a instance that's begun. Same with Gambit as well. And of course, now we can do a live Nightfall with the massive changes that they've introduced. So that's really good, because we used to have to pre-record the Nightfall.
Underway.
Yeah, so there's crap that we don't need, as it were. Tons of crap. Because we already got these.
Done. Thank you. Thank you. Let's check. You must have messages.
So we're here to show you the chronolog. So it's part of the seasonal archive. So if you want to exchange the chronolog for different things, such as enhancement prisms, ascending alloy, the ascending shard that works alongside the ascending alloy, it's very confusing. Or if you've done a raid, you can have this with you to help you get even more rewards. But because I haven't got a team, I can't really do that. And if you need any more strange coins for the week, for example. So the maximum for the week is 200, but they need to get rid of that, so it is endless, because sometimes you get maxed out, and then you have to go back to spend them somehow. And obviously, with Xers being there just till Reset Tuesday, you only have that window technically to use his use the strange coins. So they need to make a change of that. So, yeah, so they need to make a massive change of that. So you can see there's Eververse engrams we can buy. So that will sort of like roll up the dice really. Same with exotic engram, which again I'm not sure if it means just armor or is it weapons as well. It doesn't really say, does it? So with regards to the year of the prophecy, so you got different things to get. So if you need to get this, for some reason we haven't got this. I don't know why. I thought we got everything, but never mind. So like I was saying, final shape, you've got different things to get. So if you needed to get all this, each piece, or yeah, so each piece would cost at least between 300 and 200 chronolog currency. So if you need to get the ship, looks quite cool, and then obviously you can change the colour to make it look even more cool. I don't know why it reminds me of like Predator's face or his helmet sort of thing. So for example, where is it? New Age Black Armory, that's what I pick usually. So that ship will cost you 150. So then you've got other things like free items and stuff like that, and other shaders that go all the way back to seasons before. So for that expansion, and then you got the expansions beforehand to go through if you want to buy certain things if you haven't collected them all. See what I mean? So you can go all the way back. So for example, in the chosen one, I can get these, and then I've got technically the full set. It's a season of displacer, so you've got things that might have not been collected. Goes all the way back to buying stuff on there if you need to. So for example, it's got this appearance which we haven't got, so so it won't cost us anything, but like I said, different seasons, different oh, no. So the errands, what's it called? Yeah, so the hand cannon, so it's got this cool appearance, for example. So we can get that, and it will get, we will spend 250 of the chronolog currency. Beyond light, we might have got everything, more or less. So the Witch Queen as well, we mostly got everything. So I have used the chronolog to buy stuff that I have missed, but like I said, we do have stuff that we haven't bought yet, so we could use some of that up. Oh, we can see what the Eververse engrams give us. That's another way of seeing if it will give us another ship that we haven't had yet. So you've got tons of options with that, but then also it's limited, I think, sometimes. So we're going to see what the Eververse has for us.
Always something new identified.
Yay! That. Oh, so we've got some bright dust, and we're going to get the Chinese New Year gift as well. Celebration. So we've got 800 bright dust there. So with regards to the bright dust, you can buy different things. It rotates every time. So they have this. It's a shame they don't have the actual fire horse ship, you know, that's available. Quite cool that. And you have this cool ornament transmog for the Risk Runner. So you got tons of stuff to buy from the Eververse,
No
so
hurry,
it's not
my dear.
necessary just one season, of course, but I think usually they have so you got recommended as well. Archive. You got Blanca's helmet. It's really cool. And then you got other things that you can actually. They did have an option here that we can use strange coins, not strange coins, but bright dust more often.
Just browsing.
So it is up to you as an individual to buy whatever you want if you have the currency. So cool. So I'm just checking something here. So regards to Edge of Fate, I'm going to message them to see if we have actually finished this, because for some reason it hasn't told me, or if it hasn't really come up to say we've done it, because we've done bits on the map in regards to Edge of Fate. So I'm going to message them just to see if they can clarify if I've finished everything. If there is a specific part that we still need to do, that makes sense, but as far as I'm concerned, I think we've done everything up to Renegades, but we will see what they say. So I'm going to message them, get back to you about that. So ladies and gentlemen, I do want to say thank you for watching tonight's stream. It's been rather fun, entertaining, dramatic, explosive. I've died loads. We've had a bit of fun, haven't we? So it's not quite the end of this week's reset. So despite having the bit of mishap with regards to my operation yesterday, not actually happening yesterday, hence why, because I wasn't actually predicting we would be able to do today, you know, but thankfully we have, because you just don't know what I was going to be like, you know, if I was going to be there till Saturday or Sunday or whatever. I have no idea. So final stream of this week, ladies and gentlemen. So tomorrow night we will head into Diablo 4, the Vessel of Hatred, and continue the storyline on the Purple Paladin, Sunstrider, and then obviously on the Sunday I will pre-record it on the Red Paladin to catch up. So at least if the live instance of the storyline doesn't work, at least you have the Red Paladin, Sunstrider, called the same name of course, to follow the storyline, which I have updated up to date, the current part of the storyline where both of them are up to in regards to the storyline. So tomorrow night we will go into Diablo 4, the Vessel of Hatred. So I do hope you can join me from 7:30 p.m. GMT UK time tomorrow night, and I do hope you will have a fantastic Saturday and weekend. If you can't, don't worry if you can't. Will be uploaded eventually, like I said, so you can watch it in your own time and separated in different parts as well, just like tonight's stream as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you once again. So, as we get nearer and nearer, should I say, to the 6th of March, because now that's the new date of when the operation is going to be. So, it is a Friday that week rather than a Thursday. So, potentially, we will just record that as a pre-record or go live on the Saturday rather than the usual Friday for that week. But more about that as we get nearer. So, I do hope you can join me tomorrow night if you can. Don't worry if you can't. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for a bit more drama, but not quite yet. But anyway, see you all tomorrow night. Have a great weekend. If if you can't join me, have a great weekend. If you can, that's great. But don't worry, you're not forced to or anything. But yes, it is going to be rather interesting to see what the storyline leads our paladins, shall I say, because we're doing both of them, but one tomorrow and the other on Sunday, of course. Anyway, stay safe, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all very soon for another bit of drama. But for now, take care.